But that stuck out. Okay. And then Tank, Tank's the singer. He says it's his last album. He wants to go into the background, more to producing and writing and all that. He says it's dying. R&B music is dying.
He was acting. He was doing.
Well, he said that he don't want to do what Tyrese is doing because he said that check is big, and if you start getting those checks, you'll never sing again. That's why you ain't heard Tyrese say it.
No, you don't.
Tyrese making more money doing films than he will ever make doing music.
Wait a minute. So he.
He said he want to bring R&B back. He don't want it to be dead.
What's the guy with the hat that has problems with his wife? It's cheating. Wears a hat all the time.
Oh, I don't know.
Wears hats all the time, and he cheats on his wife.
He cheats or his wife cheats?
He has a problem, and the wife is divorcing him. What's his name? He's a singer.
Oh, I don't know.
Young guy. You talked about him before, and he was the one that what's the story?
He an R&B singer?
Well, if you consider him an R&B singer, I'm thinking he made a comment.
Neo.
He made a comment.
You should have just said a giant head.
I don't.
Neo has a big head.
Yeah, he does.
That's why he wears a hat all the time.
He made
they call him head score. And all kind of stuff. Head Murphy. Every head joke.
Have a big head.
Every head joke in the world, Neo. Somebody said he don't take his hat off when he having affairs with his wife. Somebody said his wife never really saw his head. It's so many head jokes for Neo.
Oh my God!
If you would have said that, I would have known who you're talking about.
I'm sorry. Okay, he made a
comment. He R&B, I guess.
Pop, he made a comment about what Tank is saying as far as it being dead. or another genre.
So I understand why Tank is.
More.
And then Tank was saying they don't do what rappers do. Rappers will have 5 or 6 in one show. You'll go see them and they'll have all of them. Mm-hmm. R&B singers don't do that. He said, why can't we have, he said he want to go back to the days.
So he said,
wouldn't you love to see like a Jill Scott and what's her name that's singing now? You like
that's singing
Jasmine Sullivan.
Oh, okay.
Now, all of these names. They have
to wait to an event to have it, like the essence.
He said no, at a concert. That they travel and you go. He said we would pack the stands.
Yes.
And the same thing. He said, could you imagine a show with Usher and Chris Brown?
Is everybody fighting over money? Is that what it is?
But he said he need to go back. He said he can't do it while he's singing because he said he got to retire, go in the back scenes, and figure this thing out. Because he says if he doesn't, this genre is going to go away. And he's right. Yeah. So then they started debating about who's the greatest artists of all time. And this might interest you.
R&B?
Just period. So, of course, we're going to say black people. So, of course, he says Michael Jackson. Mm-hmm. And his top 2 is Michael Jackson and Prince. And Beyonce. Mm. And Charlamagne said no.
No.
He said it's Stevie Wonder and Prince.
Stevie Wonder and Michael Jackson.
And so they started arguing, and so he said, Charlamagne conceded to Michael Jackson. I'll give you Michael. Okay. No, there is no other Michael. No. How dare you, bald head man, try to compare anybody to Michael Jackson.
Not Prince.
There is no other Michael Jackson.
Nobody.
All right. So let's just end that.
Okay.
Now let's talk about Beyonce, Stevie Wonder, and Prince. No, so Charlamagne said, how can you put Beyonce over Stevie Wonder? No. And then, but Tank he had some good points. He said, when I think of Beyonce, I think of like Michael Jackson, somebody who takes a combination of a lot of different things and makes a show. Stevie Wonder couldn't be on a stage with pyrotechs and $1 million sets. I look at it that way. Well, that's,
I look at it as an artist.
Well,
playing.
So then Michael Jackson wouldn't be Stevie Wonder.
No, an artist. He's an entertainer. But for sure.
Were you doing him like Beyonce? Because Charlamagne said Stevie Wonder wrote for Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
So you're saying Stevie Wonder's better than Michael Jackson?
No.
See?
Well, no, I'm saying
you gotta go with what Tank said. He said it's a whole thing.
Well, if I had to pick one artist out of everything, black, white, whatever, any kind of music, Michael.
No, but you're doing what Tank said. He said, I'm not saying artist like better writer or singer. Stevie wins that. He said there is nobody else on Stevie's letter.
You need to categorize it. That's unfair.
He said entertainer. Who's the greatest
Michael
entertainer?
Jackson.
And then he said Beyonce.
No.
I don't think Stevie Wonder's second.
Oh, entertainer, I probably wouldn't pick Stevie Wonder, but I would pick Beyonce.
Who would be your second?
Oh my God,
see? And Charlamagne said his two was
Michael Jackson and Prince.
Yeah. But then Tank said Prince no, because Prince he just skizzles across the stage. He didn't dive. If you're gonna do that, he said you might as well throw Chris Brown in, because Chris Brown can jump from one stage to the other one and land on beat.
For some reason, her name doesn't come to me. There's got to be another person that's above her, because everybody says Diana Ross is a very good entertainer.
Well, then Charlamagne said, "What do you think?" Because he was naming he named a whole bunch of reasons why Beyonce. He said, "Well, what do you think about Tina Turner and Janet Jackson then?" And then Tank said, "You know why I said Beyonce number 2? Because she's a combination of Tina Turner and Janet Jackson."
Yeah.
I said she is a combination.
She has both of their.
She's a combination. You know what?
I don't know.
I have to say Beyonce.
Can't find nobody.
I have to say Beyonce. But she has the Beehive. She's right under Michael with the fandom. Mm-hmm. Right under him. She's been in the business for years. She started with Destiny's Child like he started with a group.
But then
she commands the stage. She can sell out an arena by herself.
Right.
And she can drop an album on a Friday and it'd be number 1 Sunday. Nobody else could do that. Give her flowers. I know they didn't want to.
Black or white?
Who? Nobody.
I don't know.
I didn't want to say it either. It's Beyonce. We don't want to say it. It's Beyonce.
Because we can't find nobody else. And then anybody old school is not.
It's Beyonce.
Old school.
And she keeps herself relevant. Just now doing a song with the Clark Sisters song. Mm-hmm. Now she's in the media for that. She keeps herself relevant. And she has all kind of music. She has rock music. She has pop music, gospel. You saw her on the Stellar Awards or whatever. Mm-hmm. She keeps herself relevant. Everybody wants to be like her. All the girls want to dance like her, sing like her. She's a combination of Janet Jackson and Tina Turner. And a father who pushed her just like Joe Jackson.
Okay.
Tank said that's those machine-driven fathers. She had to dance hours in high-heel shoes. I remember she said that. Mm-hmm. She said her father used to make them run in high-heel shoes.
Dang.
That's why she can dance now in high-heel shoes.
Okay.
Joe Jackson, that's your dad.
Until we find, if there's nobody else, then of course. But
I
Michael, of course, is the number 1.
I didn't want to say. As long as nobody come after Michael, I'm good.
It don't matter. Everybody
I would chop you up and spit you out in 20 pieces if you say anybody's above Michael Jackson.
No.
But if you want to say number 2 is Beyonce, I'm not going to hate.
But it's so funny because to me personally, I wouldn't pick any woman because I'm always leaning on a male.
See, that's not right.
I wouldn't go to a woman.
But what would be the woman? Beyonce.
That would be it. But I wouldn't sit and listen to her music, or I wouldn't. It's like if I go to her concert,
I can at least pick out. I know for a fact I can pick 10 songs of Beyonce that I like.
Her voice that's the same to me.
No, but I'm saying I know I can pick at least 10 songs.
Sure I can pick songs
that I actually like.
Yeah,
that's from Beyonce.
I'm not gonna knock that.
Right.
I'm just, for me, I can't sit and listen to hours of her. I can't. I can do that with Stevie.
Right.
Because he does so many styles.
I think Tank said the right thing. There is no category for Stevie Wonder.
There isn't.
So you can't
He is a crossover artist that does so many different ways of presenting his music.
And it's been through decades of the 60s and the set, you know what I'm saying, like black struggle and black up and coming and rich black and
I've had
all kind of black is in Stevie Wonder
in his young days to now. So,
even little Stevie.
Yeah.
Clap your hands just a little bit louder. Clap your hands just a little bit louder.
And see, Beyonce does not play not one instrument.
Michael Jackson didn't either.
I know.
I'm telling you,
they are
the same. I'm telling you,
because they don't play.
They was debating.
They dance and sing.
They was debating, but the arguments that you give for Michael, can go right to Beyonce.
A male version of
that. Makes you think about it. If I can't play an instrument and I'm the entertainer of the year, of the world.
The thing that gets me with Michael, I haven't seen it with Beyonce because to me she's still young in that age group. She's still. I grew up with Michael.
See, that's not right then.
And that's hard.
Some people growing up with Beyonce, Lenore.
I'm saying even if they grow up with Beyonce was not a little girl singing at 5, 6 years old.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So we have a different look on Michael.
Yeah.
Michael was a childhood.
We said
not Beyonce.
Well, she started teenager, but we did say we said he's number one.
Yeah.
We said who's number two. Nobody's saying she over Michael Jackson. Nobody's that stupid.
Okay. But like I said, I've never had a woman that I picked out other than starting to think about this.
I don't want to be people that say it's Beyonce. Whether you like her, the same thing I say, because Howard Stern, I love Howard Stern. He does not like Michael Jackson. And him and Robin was arguing.
He don't like none of his songs?
None of them. He don't even like the Jackson 5. So he's consistent. He said, I didn't listen to them back in the 60s
but
and 70s.
He don't like even Ebony.
He didn't like Thriller. He didn't like he don't like Michael Jackson.
I don't think I've met anybody that don't like
but here's the
Michael
thing.
Jackson song.
Him and Robin was debating, like you can't deny his impact.
That's true.
And Howard had to agree.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying with Beyonce.
Okay.
Whether you like her or not, you cannot deny her influence on this generation and the girls that's coming up now. Rihanna, all of them, all came from her. Now, she came from Janet Jackson and Tina Turner. And Michael Jackson. She'll tell you that. She'll tell you her influences.
Okay.
And it's all three of those people.
Right, because they're older. So she definitely looked to them because she was much younger. So, okay.
You got to give it to
all
her.
Of that old school made her how she is, even with her
shaking the hair, all that. That's Tina Turner, but she took Michael Jackson didn't do the start the moonwalk. Beyonce didn't start shaking the hair. That was Tina Turner. But who shaking hair? Beyonce.
Okay.
Beyonce. She put the thing on, this probably our takeout then. She put the thing, HBCU, the fake HBCU, and all HBCUs started blowing up. All Greek fraternities and sororities started blowing up from her documentary.
I guess, I don't know if there's no other artist that's out there, black or white.
It's Beyonce.
I'm thinking white people probably.
Jay-Z said with his dumb self, she supersedes Michael Jackson. He was on an interview. He said the only artist to ever supersede Michael Jackson is my wife. And I thought, that's because you go home and sleep with her. That's why. You no real human being. Unless you from this generation. But Jay-Z's old enough to know she does not supersede Michael Jackson. A young person I can see saying that. Because they don't know Michael Jackson like that. But he's too old to be saying something stupid like that.
Sound like Whitney and what's his
name? Then I thought about, Whitney Houston said Bobby Brown is the best, what did she say? The king of soul
that
or something.
Was truly alive.
And we all laughed.
But that's her husband.
While she was on crack.
If you're going to lift your husband.
But because that's her husband. Until she started not liking him and then she called him every name in the book.
So I don't know. Okay.
All right, so that was it. That's pretty much it. I liked how they debated about that.
But I'm thinking with Tank's ideal, I don't know if that can be done if everybody is about money and everybody is about,
I don't know.
They may not want to share the stage. They may not want to.
We'll see.
Gospel artists tend to do that more than secular artists. Because the gospel concert we go to has at least
he said everybody does it.
6 gospel.
He said everybody does it except R&B. Everybody else does it. Rap does it. Country, all of them. R&B does it.
Yeah, R&B.
So we'll see. All right, it might be because they don't want to put no money in R&B.
And maybe it's hard to mix these different styles.
I don't know.
You think?
I don't know.
Who would be on stage with Tank? Who would go before Tank?
Well, if you put Usher and Chris Brown, who starts?
They bigger than Tank.
Who opens?
Tank would open.
But I'm saying if Usher and Chris Brown, who opens?
You wouldn't be able to put that A category. You have to do B's.
Usher wouldn't want to open for Chris Brown.
They wouldn't be together.
And Chris Brown wouldn't want to open for
But no, let's say Tank's level. Tyrese, Tank. Who's B level?
Who opens? See, I
Well,
think
then you
that's
have
the
a problem like Monique and
Please don't bring that big giant head up again.
All right. Star, you open for me.
Oh my God, don't start that again.
Okay.
One of our highest rated videos is talking about that jughead.
Monique.
Okay, y'all.
Okay.
So that was, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to believe. All right?
Okay.
And that was another Woods Report. See you.